Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here again. We're going back into Act 7, and this is 7.1.3 with Hulkbuster as the final boss. And for this path, I'm going in with a Corvus team with Venom to assist on some of the Spidey kills. It's got Mesmerize, Dizzy, and Stun vulnerability. So they can evade, 7% chance to evade, and we know how that 7% chance seems to be significantly higher. And so first we're going to try to get an evade triggered from Star-Lord, so I kind of stunning him and then delaying the start of my combo so I can get into a light in the middle of the combo, and hopefully he'll evade, and he's not having it. So that 7% is working, it seems. There, so we get him. So there we go. So now we got hit, we got the disorient. So now I'm just gonna kind of stall because that disorient, man, the block damage when you have those on can get pretty significant. And then we're going to knock this guy down with a special 2. We're going to get the true strike, and then we can kind of go ham without any recourse of the Mesmerize coming back up. And so, but you know, here I'm just trying to kind of stall. I'm trying to see if I can get back to a L2 with just doing a parry light. It's got stun vulnerability, but with one charge, those lights are only doing like 2k. I'm trying to get back up to a special 2, and I can't remember if this kills him or not. We shall see very, very soon. But you know, with Corvus charged up, he'll get 2 charges on this one. Yeah, it doesn't do enough. Does not do enough. And I think, I'm not certain how I'm going to do this. Am I going to go all the way to L2? I can't remember. I might go to L1. I might go to L2, but I'm trying to make the most out of the charges without having to wait around, because if you lose all your charges, yeah, didn't get it. If you do lose all your charges, you lose the true strike. So now I'm just going to do hits while under the stun. You get that 200% boost from the stun vulnerability. And yeah. And that's pretty much going to do it. No, not there. Star-Lord is hanging on. There we go. So we got 2 charges there, tech charge and the evade charge. We have Proxima on the team, so we're gonna have the true strike. We do have a Spider-Man here, since we have the evade charge for the Spider-Man, and there's another Spider-Verse character later on. We're just gonna use Venom. He can't be evaded. So this is just like a normal Spidey fight, but with a lot of extra damage while under the stun. You can see like that damage is pretty significant. Those bleeds are hurting pretty good. But yeah, so this whole path is a combo between altering between Corvus and Venom. And then I just have Heimdall on the team just to save me in case I do mess up and totally die. And then for the Hulkbuster boss, we're gonna swap in Silver Surfer, and he does actually really well for the Hulkbuster boss. I really like using Silver Surfer. I know I've mentioned that before. And then one other thing that I forgot is I do have, I just activated it right there. I do have Loki on the team, and Loki with Heimdall, you can get a up to 15% heal. It's all dependent on how much health you have lost, like how much heal you'll get back. So I got a little bit of a heal there, and I totally missed doing that with Corvus, and I should have done that. And so then we're gonna go up to the top, because I think that's still on the same path. Yeah, to the Elsa, Mesmerize, Dizzy, and Stun vulnerability. and we're going to go in with Corvus on this one. And I think on this one, I think I do try to trigger the heal, and based on her not wanting to kind of be stalling and holding her block or whatever, I think it doesn't really actually do me much good. So definitely you should only want to use your charges while she's under that stun, because man, look at those hits. Those heavies are doing 14k, not heavies, the mediums are doing 14k under that stun. So a medium light and then stop, because that last medium, if you did a medium light medium, it's not going to be under the stun, and you're going to minimize some damage there that you can do. And so this is going to help build up to L2 with plenty of charges. You do have to watch out for her restoring buffs. So how Elsa works, if I remember, if she has a buff on her or a debuff on her that lasts for more than like 2 seconds or is a certain time frame, then she has the ability to shrug off a debuff, and those armor breaks are what's causing her to do that restoration. So you do have to be careful with that. You can let her just kind of time out the restoration or the falling off of that armor break, and then go back in. And see there, I tried to hold my block and get that heal, and then I ended up eating a heavy. And that was not good. So I'm almost dead, and I'm trying to kill her before she kills me. Didn't have to use Heimdall, but trying to heal cost me a significant amount of health. Here we're with this Spider-Man, and we're going with Venom again. Venom's awesome. He's got that Clintar black buff up there, and that prevents all Spideyverse champs from evading. And then again, I'm just going to do a lot of parries, hit while under the stun. I think I'm going to try to build up to an L2 and hit him with an L2 while he's under the stun. And yeah, the damage is going to be pretty significant. I think, don't get hit. Yeah, so there we go. Not all of it is under the stun, obviously, but Venom is doing his thing. He's got 6 Furies and doing 800 plus damage per tick on those bleeds. And I'm trying to get I was trying to get the heal again, and the AI is just not being passive enough to kind of hold back. So I think I got maybe a tad, but he hit into my block. But yeah, the spider is going down. Excuse me. And then we're gonna go back in on this next line. There's what I think a Ronin and a Namor to finish up the path. And I think I'm just going to heal up Corvus a tad bit to make it through, make sure I'm going down the same path. Alright, so on this one, Ronin is an Avenger, so he will allow me to get a 3rd charge on the kill. I put a little bit of health in him, nothing too crazy. But he's going to allow me to get the 3rd charge, and then we have Namor at the end, and he'll allow me to get the 4th charge, which I'm not gonna, it'd be interesting to use Corvus on Hulkbuster. He was gonna be a backup, but I end up using Surfer, and he just works really, really well. So here again, just parry medium light while under that stun, maximize the damage. And you do take a little bit of block damage. What is that? 191 per parry, which is pretty much nothing. And I don't know if I try to heal again with the Heimdall synergy or not. Look at that L2. Boom. That was like 20, and 60k. So that was pretty sweet. And I think this guy's just going to get finished off here with an L1. Yep. So that was pretty simple, easy fight. And then we're going to basically do the same thing. We're going to be doing even more damage now because we have 3 charges. And this Namor's going to go down pretty quick, if I remember right. Let's check it out. But yeah, definitely hit while under the stun. And then you got the 30 charges. So I think I go medium light mediums more, or medium mediums. Yeah, mediums while under the stun is going to give me the most damage. Got plenty of charges to work with now that I got that Avenger charge, and Namor is an Avenger. So you could get 2 charges from Namor, but I've already gotten 1. We'll just get the mutant. And I think this L2 is just going to wreck him. Yeah, look at that. That was pretty sweet. Didn't kill him off. But right there. Nice little combo. And Namor goes down very easily. Whew. All right, so now we're going to go and we're going to swap out. I think we're going to swap out Proxima or Venom. Maybe Venom. I can't remember. It should be either one of those because I keep the synergies. And okay, it was Proxima. And bring in my boss killer for this one, which is going to be a Silver Surfer. And Silver Surfer is just great. So it's got Hit Me If I Dare You. So it's got those armor up, spiked armor. But then it's got the dulled, so the more buffs you have on, you won't crit, which is completely fine. So you can ignore the armor. So basically you want lots and lots of buffs. And guess what? Surfer can provide that. So I start off with the heavy to lock in that power gain. And now I'm going to throw an L1 with the Dex crit buff up, which is going to give me 2 Furies. Plus it's going to hold that crit buff for a minute or for a second. And then give me the Vigilance buff. And then here we're gonna just kind of wait this out to get an armor. We're just gonna use a heavy to activate that, and we're off to the races again. And you can see we're not gonna crit because we have that dulled buff up. And the one thing that you will have to kind of keep in mind, so I'm gonna wait heavy, activate the power gain when the power gain falls off so I can refresh all of the buffs. But Hulkbuster has the armor break on his special. So that's gonna break the armor that you have. And see, I didn't really realize that at the time. So at that time I refreshed just the 2 Furies while reapplying the power gain when it fell off. And I think after this, and I noticed, I'm like, oh, well, his L1, his L2 is going to break my armor, take that off, and I just need to refresh when I get the armor up, and that will refresh both the power gain and the Furies as well. And it will now refresh the aptitude, which I got from the L3, and I think I'm just going to be trying to cycle through and get L2s off. And they'll do quite a significant amount of damage. So here I'm going to stall and then get the armor, and then I think I'm going to go in for the L2. Yeah, and you get the full unblockable. So you got lots of buffs up to work with. I should have just gone in and hit him there. I'm not sure why I was stalling, but there I have the armor up, off again, reactivate, refresh everything, and we're just going to repeat this whole process. So you just got to keep an eye on whether or not you have the armor up or not. You want that because it's going to give you extra energy damage per hit. And yeah, I mean, Surfer's energy damage is basically what's doing a lot of the work for you here, since you can't crit. And what is it? Looks like it's like 700 per hit when I don't have the armor up on, and it's 1,000, 2,000. Yeah, it's 1,000 normal, and then when I had that unblockable up on the L2, it was 2,000 with all those buffs up. So I'm just kind of just watching if I have the armor up. Sweet. Let the power gain fall off, and then refresh that with a heavy. If the armor up falls off because he's throwing a special 1 or a special 2. Reactivate that with the heavy, and then just go to town. And then just cycle in L2s when you can, and you're going to get significant damage. You know, you can do a dex, and then do 1 hit immediately into an L2, and that will maximize your damage for that special 2 attack, because the crit buff will still be up. You'll add on the unblockable, and then you'll hopefully have both the power gain, fury, and armor up buff, plus the aptitude from the L3. You can't stack more than 1 aptitude, so I think there I was trying to do an L2, but I got pushed to L3, so missed my opening. And then I'm just kind of patient. Like, if I know I need to get that armor up, just kind of back off, stall for a minute, thoroughly heavy, get the armor, refresh everything, and then you have a long time to deal with needing to refresh stuff. So here I'm like stalling, get the heavy, and then L2, and the L2 is always unblockable because you have all those buffs up, which is super nice, and then all your other hits after that are unblockable for a period of time. So when this guy's going down, I did get hit that one time, but the armor breaks that Hulkbuster does apply allows you to get some willpower healing as well. And like those L2s are doing some pretty good damage. Now this is a longer fight, but it's pretty easy. And if you understand and know Silver Surfer's rotation, this fight's just simple, straightforward, and you can kind of just go and do your thing. I threw an L1, got the vigilance up now, and yeah, we're just going to town on this dude. He's almost dead, and we get the solo. Hulkbuster goes down, but don't wait. I have to get smacked in the face first. Here, I think I finished him with an L2, and yeah, he goes down. So got hit a couple times, but Surfer is able to survive. And his armor ups, they are pretty powerful and potent, so you can take a few hits without any problems. So that's a whole path in 7.1.3. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped, and see you in the next one.